Something was wrong. Ghulam could feel it in his bones. The ancient cloak, once worn by the Prophet Muhammad, had been kept in the shrine for centuries. Ghulam's sole job was to keep the cloak he'd never seen safe in the shrine. It was kept in an ornate wooden box. The boy said the box had been broken. Things in the shrine were scattered. He had to come quickly. His mind raced over the possibilities, his breaths coming in short bursts. His heart felt like it wanted to explode with fear. The Imam, Sardar, would have his head if the sacred cloak were missing. How would he explain such a thing? Last night, after the fourth prayer, when the Imam had been meeting with two foreigners, the box had been intact. Ghulam had opened the shrine and let the Imam and the foreigners in. One was a thin man with blond hair and blue eyes that darted around the room, taking in the artifacts as if he was appraising them for sale. The other man was tall and dark, with a thick chest and arms. He seemed to be the blond man's bodyguard. The Imam had dismissed Ghulam, telling him to leave the key with him. He could pick it up at the mosque next to the shrine in the morning. Now the cleric panted as he reached the stairs of the shrine. He could hardly make it up the stairs from his exertion. He heaved himself through the front doors. It was as he feared. The ornate box with the brass hinges that Ghulam had polished so lovingly for many years was in splinters. He clutched his chest. What happened? How did this happen? I thought you could tell us, Ghulam Nasim, Imam Sardar said as he walked into the room. The Imam was much taller and older than Ghulam. He always carried himself with an air of his religious office. However, tonight he wore plain brown robes and only a cap. He looked as if he'd been pulled from bed. His fierce eyes penetrated into Ghulam's, making him feel smaller than his 5 feet 3 inches. But I left you alone with the two gentlemen tonight. You said you'd leave the key at the mosque for me this morning. Enough of your silly explanations, Ghulam. I locked the door myself when I left. I have the key with me. Did you make an extra key and give it to the foreigners? Of course not. I could not. I would do no such thing, Ghulam protested. Are you sure? The little one, he seemed quite taken with you last night, asking you many questions. He didn't offer you some extra money to steal our precious cloak? The Imam asked. His eyebrows rose high in 2 accusing arches.